Hello, 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 everyone. This is Eva with Stitching in the Interlake. How's everybody doing today? Hope you're doing well. Well, today is Friday, the 20th of January, 2023. And yes, my laryngitis continues. It'll continue like this for the next month. It depends on just where it goes. It depends on how much coughing I do with my bronchitis, all that kind of stuff. So, and despite the fact that I take my puffer, and I have my Ventolin puffer here, yeah, it depends on how well it does and if I start coughing and that kind of thing. So we'll just play it by ear and just see how it goes. So it's hard to believe it's Friday yet again. So it's just unbelievable how fast the week goes. So I am working here on January, and this is the month-to-month series, and I started this a couple of weeks ago, and this is from Stitching with the Housewives. Just wonderful. Sometimes I just like to do a counted one. And yesterday I had noticed that I had gotten it all mixed up here. So I had to do a little bit of frogging. But I only frogged a certain amount, and I'm just going to make it work. So, yeah. So I'm just going to continue working here. I am just using whatever thread I've got. I don't know the exact color of what it is, because I just use, my leftover threads. I just pull threads and you can do that. You don't have to have it the exact shade, unless of course you choose to. For me, it doesn't matter. I'm getting roughly the look that I want. So, yeah. So, it is cloudy outside. Alexa, what's the forecast?
In Eriksdale, it's -8 degrees Celsius with mostly sunny skies. Today, you can look for cloudy skies with a high of -5 degrees and a low of -13 degrees.
So, that's what it is for today. I got up this morning. Oh my gosh, I had the chills so badly. So badly. It was unbelievable. And I don't know about you in your house, but in mine, I have a heating vent in the bathroom. So there are times I just go and sit in the bathroom and I have the door closed and it gets nice and hot in there without putting the furnace up. And that helps. Sometimes I'll put my hands under hot water to warm up my hands. Having chills like this it's just part and parcel of winter for me. And yeah. So I was so tired yesterday that I had to lay down for a nap. And I laid down for an hour-long nap. I was so tired. Now, I don't know if it has anything to do with what I'm dealing with. I don't know. I have no idea. None. So, but where I live, the water here is very hard and there's a lot of rust and lime in the water. So I've been trying to clean the bathtub and couldn't find anything that really worked, but I found this stuff and it's from Lime Away, but it's specifically for rusts. It works as a descaler too, but it really helps with rust. So I've used almost the entire thing there, but it really works on getting those rust stains away. Okay, I don't know where that blue went to, but that's okay. I will work here on, I'll go back here and work on the, oops, wait a minute. Gotta do that. I gotta mark this off here. That's that and that. Yeah, because that's all I need to do is get this all messed up again. This is spelling out the word snow in here. So, yeah. So I'll work on this for a little bit. And then I will go back to a stitching party. And I will work on that for a bit. I'll show you that in a minute here. I'll show you what it looks like. Because I worked on that for a bit yesterday. Oh, come on. So, oh my gosh. But yeah, today's a very cloudy day. We're supposed to, next week, like starting, I think, Sunday, Monday, it's supposed to get more seasonal temps. So, oh yeah, here is, oh, come on. Gosh. Okay, this is Stitching Party. Okay, right there. And I've been working down here. I'm going to be changing some of this brown here. I think I'm going to put this house as a gray house. And I don't know about some of these here. I'm going to do a little bit lighter. I don't like all that same coloring. So this is how far I got. So I'm way over here. And I may just work along down here. I did work here a little bit on this quilt. But yeah, it's too much of the same. Just all the same coloring. And like the flowers. I want to make the flowers brighter. So I'll do something to make them brighter. Have nice, some yellows in there and some pink and that kind of thing. It's just too bland for me. It's too one and the same. So I will see what I can get. So okay, I'm going to come on. Now oh gosh. No. All right. Go back up here. Yeah, so okay, so that's that. Sydney. No, there's nothing in there. Sydney. He's been a little terror again. Sydney. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. He's been a little terror here again. Some days he's kind of good, and then other days he's back to his old ways. Now he's going to go over and see if he can bug Jonah. And Jonah's up in the penthouse. And Sydney, I don't know what I'm not sure what he's going to do. So I just had a very quiet day yesterday. Like I said, I had a bit of a nap. I'm kind of looking forward to meeting this new doctor to see what she's going to be like. And I'm hoping I have a much better experience with this new doctor. And it is a bit of a drive. It's an hour and 20 minutes. But, I was driving 2 hours to go down to Portage. So, and Juliet, she drives 2 hours into Winnipeg for her doctor. So, but it is, though, that if, say, you're on a waiting list, that you can't just, they call you and within 5 minutes you're there, right, to fill the spot. You have to give yourself, I would say, about 2 hours on the very outside, just in case the roads are bad or whatever. And that's the other thing. If the weather is bad, it's not like, you can just drive down the street and there you are. So, but, yeah. So we shall see. We shall see. So, but otherwise, yeah, I'm just watching videos, DIY videos on making gnomes and things like that. I have to do a little bit of work there, cleaning up the craft room. I'm slowly, very slowly, making some headway on the table. And once it is that I do get that all cleaned out, then I can see about, maybe doing a little bit of crafting in there. Ouch. And my tape it's over there on the floor where a certain someone knocked it off and thought it was a good thing to play with. So, but yeah. So when we go to Stonewall, my appointment's at 12:15. So after that, we will have lunch. We're going to go for buffet at the Chinese restaurant. I think it's Shin Fei. I think it's what it says, Shine Fei. Something like that. And that's where we went the last time, and boy, was it good. Boy, was it good. And it's, yeah, Chinese food is, especially for people like myself who eat a lot of vegetables, very good. Very, very good. So, it's hard to believe that Valentine's Day is coming up soon. In less than a month. Like, oh my gosh. And in less than 2 months, it's St. Patty's Day. If you're just new here, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate you choosing my channel to watch. So please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And click the notification bell so that you will know when I have a new video that's posted. And I should give a little bit of a heads up that I have a very poor Wi-Fi service here. So I only have 3 megabytes upload, which is very poor. Very, very poor. But I can't afford to get the fiber optics or something. Besides that, there's no cable system that reaches this far. Even though I'm in town, they never brought the cable this far. So, and I can't afford the, whatever it is, $1,000 or more to bring it in. I can't do that. And besides that, I'm just renting the place. And it's not feasible. It's just not feasible. though I may see about, maybe I'll look into it and see about increasing my Wi-Fi, but I don't need it. The download speed, I need the upload speed is what I need. That's what I need. And the next bracket up has the download speed at 50 and the upload speed at 10. It's not much of a change. And sometimes it will take all day to upload, and even into the next day. It's terrible. It's just terrible. So I just make do with what I've got. Because right now I pay $75 a month. And that's for my internet. I don't have TV. I don't have cable or satellite TV. None of that. I don't have any of that. Because it's an expense, and I don't usually watch TV, like programs. I do have Amazon Prime, and I do have Paramount, and of course I have Tubi, and I have Pluto now. So for the time being, I have Netflix, but that ends in 2 weeks. I'm canceling my subscription because it's just, it's an extra $10. Now, I could easily take that $10 and put it into my internet. And I could have a better internet. Excuse me. So I may do that. Because I'd rather have better internet than I would like Netflix, right? So, because most of the time during the day, I listen to audiobooks. I just listen to audiobooks. I started yesterday. I started a new audiobook, and it's called Polar Vortex. It's very good. It's about a plane that went down on the ice. Have I got the right one? Because I was listening to another one, and it was also about a plane crash. Anyways, it's called Polar Vortex. And it's a, oops, right there. So, yeah, it is, oh yes, it crash landed up in the Arctic. And they're trying to find out where they are. It was a flight from Hong Kong to New York. And they're in the Arctic. Nobody has winter weather gear. So they've been using what was on the plane in people's suitcases. So they have all these extra layers of clothes on, and they're using socks for mitts. And at one point, there was a guy, and he was using leggings to put over his head and to cover his ears, and to use it as a scarf. So it's they're trying to figure out if help is going to arrive or not. And also the reason why the plane crashed. And we've been finding out that everybody was asleep when this happened. So it's just interesting to find out what is happening. And what they will do. It's about 9 hours long. The narrator is very good. So, and to me that makes or breaks an audiobook is the narration. Gosh, my voice is so deep. You'd think I was a bass or something. And the thing is that it vibrates. So, okay, so the roof here is finished. So let me mark this off. Okay. Now, since I can't find that, I have. Okay. Now I need. See, I've got this whole big bag of various flosses. And I just go through and I find something. Whatever I can find. That looks like a good. And I just find something and I use it. And so you can use up all your scrap floss. You can even use variegated or over-dyed floss. But I had bought all this floss, and it was supposed to all be like numbered here, DMC numbered, and none of them were. So it was useless in using it for projects where I needed the number, right? So I just use it for this. And to me, it doesn't matter. I'm not that fussy. It's all up to interpretation, right? Okay. Alrighty, so I put this masking tape here. But now, once the masking tape started coming off, oh yes, I was going to say, like, if you're just new here, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting down below. I do have a dedicated Facebook group, Stitching in the Interlake. So you can go over there and you can ask to join. And then I have a dedicated email address, which is stitchingintheinterlake@gmail.com. All this information will be down below in the description box. And if it is that you have questions and or you don't know what the you can't find it in the description box, then just ask, and it will either be myself or someone else who will give you the answer, because there's everybody on here. Yeah, great bunch of people, great bunch of ladies, because I think the majority of us are ladies. Now, if it is that you join up with the Facebook group and I find out, like, you're spamming, or like, say someone is scamming or doing whatever, you will be dispatched forthwith. You know, so there's myself and Claudia, who are the moderators. Well, I'm admin, or we're both admin. I don't know. But, yeah, we like to give people the benefit of the doubt. But I've had where there have been scammers and spammers. So they, yeah. And I do reviews. I do Stitch With Me's like this. I do, I will do gift-aways. And when I do gift-aways, that I will tell you on the video. Okay? I don't email you. Nothing. It's, you find out on the video. And if you find that, I will never ask you for money. I will never ask you for personal information. I will never, none of that. Right? Or I will never post that you've won something and you need to send me money to send it. Like, there's none of that, right? You know, the typical garbage that the spammers use. So it's, and we've all come across them, right? We've all come across garbage like that. And hopefully it is that I've, so far, touch wood, I've never been hacked that I'm aware of. But if you suspect that I've been hacked, you know, then please let me know. It's not nice when that happens, you know. It's very, I always say that they will get theirs because, as many of you know, money can't, you cannot buy your way into heaven, right? Many people think you can, but you can't, right? It's, to me, the only way to heaven, the only way to salvation is through my Lord Jesus Christ. And that's the other thing. I'm a Christian channel. I don't make no bones about my faith. I'm Catholic. But I welcome all faiths, as long as it is that it's peace-loving, that there's no, well, you know it. You know, like if you belong to a religion that believes in, I don't know, killing animals or something, you know, human sacrifice or whatever. You know, I mean, that's the extreme, right? But you know what it is. So, and I do a couple of short little prayers at the end. And I'm not offended if you choose that you don't want to listen to that. That's okay. Some people like to watch it, other people don't. Or they've seen it so many times that they just, you know, that's totally up to you. But I do mostly printed. But as you can see, I do on occasion do counted. But it has to be a simple one. I can't. For me, it's impossible for me to do ones like Haid or, oh my goodness, what are some of the others? Pain-Free Crafts. You know, any of those kind, right? I just can't. It's impossible for me now. I can't concentrate enough on that. It becomes too difficult for me because I'm prone to migraines. And I look at it like, if you can do it, all power to you. I would love to see pictures. But there are a great majority of us who just cannot We just can't do it anymore. But ones like this, like Stitching with the Housewives, or Hands-On Design, or Shannon Christine Designs, those ones that are bulky. But if you start going into, with a lot of other things like chatelaines. Oh, oh my gosh. I used to stitch, oh my God, I did mirabilias. I did all kinds of lavender and lace, Nora Corbett, Joan Elliott, Teresa Wensler, all of those ones. Oh, yes. I did my share, and I worked on both Ada and linen, though I really didn't do any higher count than 28, because again, it was just too small for me, even with a magnifying lamp. I tried. There was one I did, and it was Earth Angel by, who did that one? Can't remember, but anyways. And I did that, and it was on a 32 count. No way. No way. I would never be able to do that now. I could probably work on a 16 count. I've tried working on the 18 count printed, but I find them even too difficult. I don't think I would do anything higher than a 16 count. But this is a 14, and this works well for me. Oh, gosh. So, yeah. But I think it's wonderful. There was one lady, she worked on a 56 count. I think it was 56 count. And she would do that. I have no idea how she did it, but it looked beautiful. Like, a lot of them would turn out to be only like this big. She did beautiful, like the samplers. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. So, okay, I gotta mark these off here so that I don't. Okay. And the program I'm using is GoodNotes, because I have an iPad. And I really wish that, what's that program? It's a program that's only on Android. Oh my gosh. Brain dead over it. But I wish that they would get it on Apple. But the thing is that I've gone back and from 5, 6 years ago, and they go, yes, we're working on it. We're working on it. And we hope to have it up soon. Well, that was like 5 or 6 years ago. You cannot tell me that you could not figure it out by now on how to do it. Gosh, what is the name of it? You probably know what it is. I'm just drawing a blank right now. I am just drawing a blank. Isn't that stupid? I know there is the Silk app. And that's a good program too. And it is free of charge. Good Notes is one that I've had to pay for. But I've had it now for I don't know how many years. So it's really it's paid for itself, really. So I get the programs there, or I get charts that I get on Etsy, PDFs. And then I download them and I open them and I send it to my Good Notes. And that's, and then I can mark it off, you see. And to me, that works out really good. That works well. So, and it works for both Android and iOS. Or Apple. So, yes. So I'm almost finished here. So I'm just going to yes, okay. Right there, there. Yes, I have to be so careful here because I don't want to mess this up again. I don't know anybody who enjoys frogging. It's not how you want to spend your time. Is that you spent the last hour or so stitching it up. And then you have to take it all apart because you're over one or up one or down one. And like that is just so disheartening. Okay. There we go. So I will continue to work here on the barn, on this part of it. Then I'll go back and I'll work with this blue. I know I have my thread here somewhere, so I will work on that. And yeah, so I'm really enjoying this. I have December, November, and I have another one. I don't know what it is, but I'm slowly getting the rest of these because I'd like to do it. Plus, I also have trucking along. I have, just a minute, I went to make sure that I marked this down because I had found I inadvertently had bought twice. I had bought up on the housetop. So I was not happy about that. So I have, in the Trucking Along series, I have June, August, October, November, December. So I know that the July one and the May one has got the American flag in there, has got Americana in there. So, of course, I have to change that over because I'm in Canada. So, it's, yeah, Americana and me just don't get along. It's nice and all, but it's not Canadian. So it's just like the same if it's all Canadian and you're in the US or you're in Australia or wherever. You don't want all Canadian stuff, right? I gotcha. So, all right, everyone, I guess that's it for now. So, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. And so does Lilybell. And Jonah and Sydney are up there in the cat condo. Sydney is finally quiet. I hope he stays that way. So, yeah. Thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for caring enough for me that you would see that my sins would be forgiven. And Lord, you know I'm a sinner. I am a sinner, and I ask for forgiveness. And I ask that every single day. And every moment of the day, because we all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. So, and please don't have it that if you are, say, Jewish or you're Muslim or you are Hindu or whatever, that you're not welcome here. That is absolutely false. Absolutely. Because prayer is prayer no matter in what religion, right? We all have that same supreme being who looks after all of us, the creator, right? So, all right, everyone. I guess that's it for now. We'll see what my voice is like tomorrow. And also, I'm praying that this loads fast. But we'll see. All right, everyone. Toodaloodles, everybody. Bye.